Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel, and XRP is pumping. Wow, we got some fireworks today for really, not just XRP, certainly the entire crypto asset class. And so I have a question for you. How many of you out there listening have checked your Blockfolio app so many times today that it is now broken? Raise your hands. Not in shame, though. It's okay. There's reason to be excited here. And so to all the crypto naysayers, all the people that willfully ignore it or say, no, this is silly magic internet voodoo money that's going nowhere, you do so to your own detriment. And also, you know what, to you Bitcoin maxi trolls, you unsophisticated, mouth-breathing, knuckle-dragging troglodytes with cashew-sized brains, let me tell you something. There will not be one coin to rule them all. And XRP, it's ramping up today, and I don't even care if there's a retracement. It shall have a parabolic rally, I certainly suspect anyway. Now, I want to be clear that I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice. And you absolutely should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say, all right? I'm just your everyday regular dude who just has fun talking about this stuff and engaging with the XRP community and running a YouTube channel purely as a hobby. It's a good time. I'm having a killer time here, are you not? If you would please delicately tap the like button, and also if you are a fan of XRP pumping, go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambeau channel, because I'll tell you what, at a minimum, you will certainly be in good company here. And here's a headline from the Daily Hodl I'm going to jump into in a moment, but check out the headline. Top crypto strategist bullish on XRP as number of whales invested in crypto asset hits all-time high. And so I've been following all sorts of chart analysts today. Today's a day where everybody's focused on price. There's other news too, certainly, and I'll be talking about that in separate videos, but there's, and rightfully so, lots of excitement around the price action here. It's okay to be excited. I'm not going to buy or sell based on my emotion, but I totally get it. I've got skin in the game as well here. But there's all sorts of analysts, including some talking about $10 XRP, perhaps sooner than later. And so one of the analysts cited in this piece is a big name, actually, bullish on XRP. And I don't even think he likes Ripple on XRP. I guess I could be wrong about that, but just in seeing some of the stuff on Twitter, I don't think he is a fan, but still, he's just talking about what the charts are saying and where he thinks it's going. You know what the best way to look at this is, though? There was a tweet from my fellow XRP YouTuber, Alex Cobb, who simply wrote, Coinbase down 2017 vibes. And indeed, back in the day, the good old days, Coinbase would break I don't know, every other half hour, basically. It just couldn't handle the volume. And this is not some sort of dig on Coinbase. I like Coinbase. I'm cool with them. I'm just saying there was just an information overload. But it's happening in 2020 when there have been years to kind of work out the kinks. That's kind of disappointing. And so I retweeted what Alex Cobb wrote there, and I wrote, the best metric to track to, if you want to know if we're in a bull run or not, is Coinbase live or down status. #XRP. Truer words have never been spoken, my friends. And so, as I record this, XRP, holy hell, before I hit record, it was at 29.4. Right before I hit record, it was at 29.1 cents, and I was like, damn, that's a fairly big jump in the matter of what's it been, a few minutes or so? Damn, it just went back to 29.3. Live coin watch, everybody, but still, damn. Bitcoin at $16,706, market cap for the asset class, $477 billion. It'll be exciting when we hit that 500 billion level. We haven't seen that in years. Bitcoin dominance at 64.81%. And if we could just take a look at this glorious 7-day chart for XRP, it's just up, up, and away. And so it's kind of what levels do we need to look at? How far is this thing going to go? When Moon, when Lambeau? The answer, Friday, 2 p.m. That's when Moon, that's when Lambeau. All right, so into this piece now. Top crypto strategist. Did I say crapto? Top crypto strategist. Words hard for Moon Lambeau. Top crypto strategist bullish on XRP as number of whales invested in crypto asset hits all-time high. Widely followed trader and crypto strategist Scott Melker is saying he's bullish on the fourth largest cryptocurrency. In a new tweet, the analyst known in the industry as the Wolf of All Streets tells his 133,000 followers that he believes XRP can rise to 33 cents, which represents an increase of over 22% from its current price of 27 cents. Now, mind you, this is a brand new article. So when they say current price of 27 cents, that was a little bit earlier today. Things they are moving. And so here's the actual tweet from this is official account with, yes, indeed, his 133,500 followers all up on the Twitters. He wrote XRP USD. That's the chart he's got shown here. He wrote, they laughed at me when I shared this trade, but who's laughing now? I am. I'm laughing because it's XRP. Profitable, though. I'm long with leverage on Femex. I'm not familiar with Femex. Doesn't really matter for the sake of this video. So even if he's not a fan of Ripple and XRP, he's acknowledging, yep, charts say all to the upwards here. Now let me scroll a little bit further down. There we go. Melker's bullish call comes as crypto intelligence platform Sentiment is reporting substantial growth in the number of whales invested in XRP. And I mentioned this yesterday, so I'll be brief with this. But here's a quote. XRP has had an impressive plus 8.4% week, and it's currently the #1 rising asset in discussion rate on crypto platforms. The rise of holders with coins containing large amounts of XRP has been very apparent, as addresses with 1 to 10 million tokens are at new all-time highs. Yeah, the whales are accumulating like crazy, and it looks to me like they are quite long. We shall see. Let me go a little bit lower now. In his own XRP price analysis, a popular crypto strategist named Dave the Wave shared a chart earlier this month showing that XRP may be carving a long-term bottom after printing a 2020 low of 9 cents. By the way, that's actually the lowest I've ever seen anybody cite. I don't know what platform that was on. I guess I'll just take them at their word here. The lowest I had seen was like 10 point something cents, which, man, I wish I had snatched that up. The lowest I ever have purchased XRP in my 3 years in the space was at 15 cents in March of this year. 15 cents. And I had to wait years to get to it. And even then, it took a global pandemic for that to even be possible. But anyway, so the chart reveals that XRP, that should XRP breach 30 cents, it could target 50 cents. Now, that was interesting to me to read. I watched a video from Blockchain Backer earlier today, and he said that the level to watch for was 30.5 cents. And so this individual, different chart analysts, they may not even know each other exist, which is why the level is kind of interesting. He says 30, and then BC Backer says 30.5 cents. At that point, we're kind of splitting hairs. Very samey, very similar in terms of pennies. So if that level's hit, it could really take off. Now, there's no guarantee that it is, and I'm not pretending like there's no risk associated with investing in crypto. Of course there's risk. I understand that if I'm wrong about where I think this is going to go, I could lose everything. I'm not in some sort of fantasy land here, but I am Mr. XRP Bull for a reason. Even outside of the fundamentals, if you just look at the damn charts, it seems clear to me anyway, my humble everyday Joe Schmo opinion, that just looking at charts, XRP is seeing higher lows and higher highs locally. So when we get to all-time high, who knows? Won't be surprised if it's within the next 12 months. Will not be surprised in the least. I don't make predictions, but I'm just saying if that happens, it's not going to catch me off guard. And my bags are packed. I am ready to go. Take me to the airport. No, the spaceport, because we're going to the moon. Damn it. All right, and then there was this tweet that just caught my attention in response to what Scott Melker wrote. Somebody named Crypto Jack wrote, in reference to XRP, watch it fly to $10 during the alt bull cycle, which, funny enough, is what BC Backer is calling for. He's calling for $10 to $13 during the next parabolic move up for XRP. $10 to $13. I know what I hate, and I don't hate that. Meanwhile, you've got here a DIY investing who tweeted out the following. Haters will say I don't know what I am talking about, but I was one of the few people who was actually buying during the COVID crash. Had you followed me, you'd be up significantly. I know I am sitting with fat bags. And then that in and of itself was a retweet of something he put out on March 15th, which reads as follows. All right, guys, it's time to shut the F word up. See, I censor because there could be kids in the background. Look at Moon Lambo doing the right thing for the children's is. So anyway, he said it's time to shut the F word up about new lows and instead look at what happens literally every Bitcoin cycle. Capitulation only takes place after we break the previous trend line from the last cycle. And so this is the load. There we go. That's the chart that he had attached to that particular tweet there. Moving on now. There was this piece from crypto media outlet U Today, and this was a little bit earlier today. Three reasons why Bitcoin just surged to 2020 high of 16,600. Of course, it's broken a little higher since then, knocking on 17,000's door, if you will. And so the three reasons, they start with this one. The bears were too weak. Well, to me, I read that and I was like, duh. Okay, if they were not weak, this would not have happened. Next, the Dow is now at a record high. And fair enough point. Crypto, to whatever degree, is coupled. A lot of people say that it's a non-corollary asset class. I don't know. What happened in March? The stock market tanked and then crypto immediately followed. So I don't know. But anyway, so the Dow, okay, record high, and crypto's on the up. Now, of course, analysts will also point out that based on where we're at in the market cycle, they'd kind of expect this activity anyway. So is it just a correlation, or is there causation in association with this correlation, which those are two different things? And then they had this reason, which I thoroughly enjoy because I've been talking about this a bit of late. Institutional adoption is no longer a myth. And it reads as follows. Looking at the bigger picture, Bitcoin is finally being embraced by large institutions with open arms. Recently, Citibank, the fourth largest banking institution in the U.S., released an incredibly bullish report that describes how the world's largest currency could replicate the boom of the 1970s gold market. No kidding. Talk about institutional adoption and adoption from publicly traded companies on top of that, like MicroStrategy, Square. You've got PayPal, which is effectively allowing trading on their platform and has hit recently 85% of the volume that Binance US has. You have a senator that was just elected in Wyoming that is publicly praising crypto and specifically Bitcoin in that particular case. You can just go on and on about all of this stuff. And you got public pension funds that have invested directly into the crypto asset class, not just businesses that are building on top of blockchains. Where do you think this is going, guys? And so we are sitting here first. And even if there's a retracement, even a notable one, even if something terrible happens with the stock market due to some sort of crazy pandemic news, which, could happen, I don't know. Even if things go down in the short term, it doesn't change the macro trend. It doesn't change the long-term viability of the crypto asset class. And I believe, personally, this is my unprofessional opinion, that XRP is supremely underpriced at this point, especially if you compare it to any other cryptocurrency in the top 10 asset class. So when I see analysts that have been in the game and know how to read charts, and they've been at this for, especially if they've been at it for longer than me, and they're calling for, they're just looking at the charts, $10 XRP or $15 or $20 or $30, and I see all of this, I won't be surprised if any of that happens. Now, I'm not a chart analyst, so I'm not going to make any sort of predictions, but I genuinely will not be surprised, and I fully anticipate that XRP will be worth substantially more than it is today. And it's super fun watching all of this price action here day by day, because most of the time that I've been in the world of crypto has been in a bear market. Womp, womp. And a lot of people bitching about price action, this and that. And I do get it. I am sympathetic because I understand you got skin in the game. I trust me, look, I'm right there with you. My only point on that is, if you're having an emotional response, like, to me, it still is not a good reason to buy or sell. There should be a logical rationale behind that. Whatever you want to do, make your own decisions, get advice from an actual financial advisor if you want to. But as far as emotion, making important life choices, usually a bad idea. So Moon Lambo ain't gonna have none of that. Ain't nobody got time for that, at least not if they're named Moon Lambo running this channel. Ain't got no time. So, I'm really looking forward. Look, it's a Monday, man. Nobody's got a case of the Mondays today. And so, watching what happens in terms of price action this week, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm expecting more exciting move upwards. And in fact, I may have... Let me cover... Yeah, actually, I want to cover this too before wrapping up here. This is a piece from News BTC. Bitcoin price continues to roar higher, pushing to $16,750, just a little bit earlier today. And again, to be clear, this is very important to me because, first of all, I want the entire asset class to thrive, including Bitcoin. I'm not a maximalist of any coin. This happens to be an XRP-centric channel, but I want as many coins as possible to have long-term viability and do well. Of course, that means they're going to need to solve an actual real-world problem to have long-term viability, but that's a different discussion. But that's why I love seeing Bitcoin do well, because that means, I believe anyway, that XRP will do well. I think the vast majority of people that are in the world of crypto are not sufficiently researching and understanding potential use cases, and that's probably true for XRP too, unfortunately. I think you'll get more sophisticated investors as time passes, and people will increasingly place an importance on real world utility as time passes. But in 2020, there are only so many humans that do that. I'm one of them, and I wouldn't be surprised if you're one of them if you're listening to a channel like this. Hopefully you've taken some time, or you're in the process of learning, even if you don't fully get it, to understand why XRP is functionally useful and why that matters, and why as a result it deserves to have an open market price in perpetuity. But if you scroll down, wait, maybe this was what I wanted. 1 second here. There's a quote from the Winklevi, which is the plural version of a single Winklevoss. It's the Winklevi twins. Analysts think the cryptocurrency rallies even higher, I'm talking about Bitcoin here, in the days ahead. Tyler Winklevoss, CEO of Gemini and a prominent cryptocurrency investor, recently said, and I quote, "I do think we will see an all-time high price for Bitcoin before 2020 is over. Even though the price has climbed from $10,000 to almost $14,000 in less than a month, it hasn't really gone on a breakout run yet. When we start to see $3,000 to $5,000 surges, then the bulls will be on the run." And that's the level that we're talking about. There's enough money in there that you can see that during a parabolic rally. And you can think about a similar concept with XRP, where back in the day, if it was volatile, it was trading within tenths of a penny, and that was extremely volatile. Like when XRP, for instance, went from half a penny to 6 cents, which happened in, now I forget off the top of my head. It might have been 2013 or 14. I'd have to look back at the charts, but that did happen, and that was wild in terms of percentage increase. You're talking 12-fold increase. It just did it on its own, and then it did retrace pretty much all the way back. But still, the point is, it was regularly trading within a tenth of a penny here or so, even more narrow than that sometimes. And now for it to trade in the range of pennies, it's not that crazy, right? It's not that crazy. It's normal for that to happen. And so I suspect at some point in the future, XRP, as more money comes in, rather than trading in tenths of a penny regularly or within a number of pennies or a nickel or a dime, I think it'll be more so in terms of dollars. I think that look, if XRP has long-term viability, I certainly suspect we'll get to that point. And fine, maybe I'm wrong. I'm not pretending to know anything. I have a crystal ball, but it's broken AF, so I don't know, man. I'm just saying, if there's long-term viability, how could we not ultimately get there? There's going to be a much larger asset class. I think it's going to be a multi-trillion-dollar asset class. Don't know how long it'll take to get there, but I'm going to be Mr. Patient and sit here and enjoy the ride. But that is it for this video. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!